Hello there. Today I'm going to be talking to you about a plant that can be described as gorse, rough, irritating, and it grows everywhere. It is indeed gorse. So it's a dangerous plant to cross with pointed spines, and I've even managed to puncture my trousers. So the UK boasts 3 different gorse species. We've got common gorse, western gorse, and the least of all the gorse, dwarf gorse. So is this plant spectacular to behold? And is it great for biodiversity? Of course it is. The appearance. So gorse is an evergreen shrub which boasts vibrant and distinct yellow flowers and needle-like leaves. So these leaves are sharp and spiky in appearance, and they're also quite long and can reach over 1 centimetre. So the flowers of each gorse species are near identical and very distinct and stunning to behold. So the flowers are yellow and they cover the shrub all over, resulting in an amazing green and yellow plant for you to walk straight past. The flowers have a shape like an open mouth, so the upper part's slightly longer than the lower part, and then within the flower itself is housed the stigma and the stamens, which is where the seed forms and pollen is produced. So common gorse is the tallest gorse and can go up to 2 meters tall and produces its stunning flowers between January and June. So common gorse's leaves are rigid and have a bluish green colour, which prevent animals from grazing upon them due to their pointed nature. So common gorse also has slightly hairy purple-brown seed pods, and these can reach 2 centimeters in length. So within these pods are 2 to 3 small black seeds, and in hot weather these pods will split open and will scatter the seeds along the ground, allowing the gorse to spread into an impenetrable thicket. So western gorse comes next, and it's still a fairly large plant, so it can grow to a respectable 1.75 meters tall. So this gorse species flowers after common gorse, so flowers between July to November. So the leaves of western gorse are very similar to common gorse, being extremely painful to walk through, and the leaves are rigid, but they tend to be coloured green to brown, especially at the very tip of the leaf. So the seeds of western gorse are also black, but the seed pods are brown, and there are often remnants of the flowers present near the seed pod. Habitat and distribution. So gorse is an evergreen shrub, which means it can be seen in leaf all year round. So gorse is a hardy and adaptable plant, and it can grow on most habitats. So you can grow on heathland, to coastal grassland, to towns and gardens. But the one area it seems not to be grown on is areas with severe frosts. So as gorse is a nitrogen fixing plant, it can grow on poor quality soil which lacks nitrates. So the ability to fix nitrogen does give gorse an advantage, so it does often outcompete other plants. Common gorse can be found throughout the UK and is most common on heathland, whereas western gorse, as its name suggests, can be mainly found in East Anglia and also western UK, and dwarf gorse can be mainly found in the south and east of England. So gorse is native to the UK and most of Western Europe, but due to its nature of making good hedgerows, it was transported round the globe in the 19th and early 20th century. Now gorse, particularly common gorse, can be found throughout Europe, South Asia, Australia and New Zealand, and both North and South America. So gorse is considered a pest in many of the places it was introduced to, due mostly to its ability to grow on most habitats and fix its own nitrogen, which outcompetes the native plants. Key facts. The common name gorse comes from the Old English gorst, which means uncultivated area or wasteland. So gorse is a legume, meaning it has a symbiotic relationship with nitrogen fixing bacteria, which fixes nitrogen from the air into ammonia, which is further converted to nitrates which the gorse will use. So gorse is classed as a common species and it's a member of the pea family. So gorse is a very useful plant for biodiversity as it provides both food and shelter for insects and also birds like stonecrats and yellow hammers. So a drawback to gorse is its willingness to catch fire. So the dead and dry foliage tends to collect within the stands of the gorse, and this foliage burns very quickly and can very easily result in gorse becoming a fire hazard, especially in the hot, dry regions where it's been introduced. So gorse is a relatively short-lived shrub. It tends to only live up to 25 years. Telling gorse apart. So identifying gorse species is a prickly subject, especially as common gorse, western gorse, and to a lesser extent dwarf gorse are all found in similar habitats and they all look fairly similar, but there are ways to tell them apart. So common gorse can be found upon chalky cliffs and will flower between January to June, whilst both western and dwarf gorse will flower between July to November. So the spines on western gorse are browner, especially at the tips, and the flowers are more yellow compared to common gorse, and then dwarf gorse's spines are less rigid than the other two. So dwarf gorse is the easiest to tell apart as it rarely grows beyond 1 metre, whilst, as said before, western gorse grows to 1.75 metres and common gorse is the tallest at 2 metres. So your location should also help distinguish the different gorse species. So dwarf gorse only grows in the south and southeast of the UK, western gorse conveniently grows in the west and also East Anglia, whilst common gorse is common throughout all of the UK. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you found it relatively interesting. So as always, there will be a link to my blog where you can read what I've said, and then on the blogs there's also links to the source where I got my information from. So thank you very much for watching. I will see you again soon.